Hi, so can you please tell me your name?
My name's Casey Gregory.
And can you spell that?
Kaycegregory.
Okay, great. And where are you from?
I'm from England,
Okay. And where in England are you from?
Manchester.
Manchester. Is there anything famous from Manchester?
Um, the band Oasis. That's always
Oasis? Yeah, we
good.
sang that song last night. Yeah.
Yeah. But Manchester's known as like the second biggest city in England, so it's pretty big.
Okay. Is there any sports that are famous there?
Manchester United
Okay. You didn't
football
see
team. Sorry.
Manchester City. Okay.
No, I don't support City.
Okay. Can you explain your how long you've been in Canada?
Yeah, I flew into Vancouver about a month and a half ago, and then I traveled from Vancouver to Toronto on a train, which took 4 days. And then when I arrived in Toronto, I took a flight to Cuba for a week, and then came back to Toronto 4 days ago.
Did you have any adventures on the train? And
Um, the train was kind of a bad experience because it was late. So we were constantly, instead of having an hour in stops to explore cities and stuff, we literally got 10 minutes on the platform. So that kind of sucked.
oh, so like really run to the next platform.
Yeah. And they were kind of like, if you miss a train, the next train is in 2 days. So literally, they'd let you off the train to stand on the platform for 10 minutes to have a cigarette, and then you'd have to get back on the train. Whereas they were advertising it as like, you got an hour in the city to explore and everything. And I was kind of like, this is not what you advertise.
Oh, okay. Was there any good things that you saw while you've been here?
Yeah, I've seen 9 bears, like 5 black and 4 brown bears.
Oh, outside of the train.
Oh no, like I when I was in like Vancouver, I did like a kind of adventure holiday and like went exploring around like Banff and Jasper and like up into the Rockies. So we were driving around and you would just see a bear on the side of the road. So we'd like pull over and like obviously we didn't really get out of the van because they're bears, but we'd open the window and take pictures and everything. It was some
Wow.
pretty good pictures.
You also had some other experiences.
Yeah, well, when I went to Cuba, my luggage didn't arrive in Cuba. So I spent the entire time of Cuba without my luggage. And so when I came back to Canada, 'cause I've been told while I was in Cuba that my luggage was in Canada. So I was like, oh, it's not too bad. You know, when I get back, my luggage will be there. When I arrived in Canada, they told me it was in Cuba. So I've literally been without my luggage for like the past 10 days. But I got it this morning, so I'm really happy.
You're very happy.
I am happy.
Can you tell me about the hostel? What's the experience? What's a hostel to you?
So yeah, I really like hostels because like there's loads of different people from different nationalities, and you're kind of like mainly traveling on their own. So like when you arrive in a hostel, if you go to like the main social area, like a bar or the smoking area, and just ask to sit with someone, they'll generally like introduce you to the conversation and everything, and then yeah, you create friends really easily.
Oh, so you made friends here.
Yeah, I've made loads of friends here. This is one of them.
What's if you could do the whole trip again? What advice would you give somebody? Because you went to half of the country, you took a train, and then you went and it took another trip outside. Some people don't do all that, but is that a good advice to give somebody? So,
I think my main advice would be try and see as much as you can. And like I like organized tours because if you do organized tours, it's like 12 people that I've never met before from different nationalities combined together on a road trip. So you're on the same boat, you all don't know each other, and it's great. And try and buy your food in grocery stores so like you don't spend too much on food.
to save money. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
that's what I would suggest.
Was it easy to find grocery stores in cities?
I think, well, especially with Canada, if you ask people, they're always happy to point it out to you. So Canadians are nice people.
Okay, great. Did you have any other experiences for like to be careful with? Like, don't bring a lot of money, don't wear jewelry.
Um,
Those
I
are
would always
yeah.
say like try and keep some cash on you because like sometimes they have problems with foreign cards.
Okay.
So always try and make sure that you have like a certain amount of cash that you keep like locked away in like your hand luggage or something, but don't always take it out with you. Like I came over with like 300 Canadian cash that I kept like in a separate place, and I would just take a little bit out when I go out.
Ah, okay. So just a little bit at a time.
Just a little bit at a time, because like obviously if you get like mugged or something out on the street, then you don't want all your money gone.
Right. How was the safety factor?
Um, I have never had an issue in Canada, so I think it's pretty safe. Obviously, stick to like mainly the areas. Don't go in any back alleyways, and don't talk to people you don't know. But other than that, you're good.
Okay. How were Europeans when they came over to Canada? Were more excited than being in Europe?
Yeah, I think because like obviously it's much further away. We kind of really like it, and I think English and the Irish really like it because obviously it's an English-speaking country, so we don't have to speak a foreign language, which is always a bonus. So, but yeah, we like it over here. It's nice.
Okay. Sounds good. Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
No worries.